This is a whole new thing, and then coming off the bench, backing up Caitlin Clark, helping her with little things, just the knowledge that she's going to be able to give Caitlin Clark is going to be absolute.
In the world of professional basketball, every season brings with it a blend of fresh challenges, unexpected turnarounds, and the kind of bold moves that can reshape team dynamics. Over the past months, a particular narrative has taken center stage, a narrative defined by resilience, reinvention, and the fearless pursuit of greatness. At the heart of this story lies a young team that has embraced the hunger of competition and a veteran leader ready to impart her championship wisdom. Under the banner of our Sport Pulse, we take you on a journey that begins with the emergence of stars like Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston and leads us to one of the most compelling player moves in recent memory. It wasn't long ago that observers noted the electric energy emanating from a squad brimming with youthful determination. With a roster that seemed to defy the odds in the latter half of the season, the team showcased an evolution that caught the attention of basketball aficionados everywhere. This group, marked by their grit and a desire to prove themselves on the grand stage, was more than just a collection of promising talents. They were the embodiment of potential waiting to be unleashed.
Absolutely fantastic. But why did she leave the Aces? Well, if you see some of these stats and some of this information I'm going to put out, you can be like, you're going to understand why it was time for her.
The transformation began during that fateful second half of the season, where every possession on the court was a testament to their commitment. In many ways, it was a rebirth, a turning point where seasoned professionals came together with emerging stars to build something extraordinary. The likes of Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston were not merely talented players. They were the heart and soul of a team that had finally found its rhythm. Their on-court chemistry was palpable, and with every game, they etched a new chapter in what promised to be a thrilling playoff journey. In this period of rapid transformation, the team was bolstered not only by its youthful exuberance, but also by a cadre of veteran presences. Figures such as Joanna Barner, Natasha, and several others who had long been a part of winning programs brought a depth of experience that served as a guiding light. Their roles were far more than that of mentors. They were architects of a vision, determined to mold the raw talent into a force capable of enduring the pressures of postseason play. Then came the seismic move that sent ripples throughout the league. Sydney Colson's decision to leave a storied franchise for a fresh challenge with the Indiana Fever.
Colson is obviously a player for the Indiana Fever. Someone signed to be Caitlin Clark's backup, and she is I think she's going to be a solid player. Genuine.
Colson's departure was far from the ordinary. It was a carefully calculated risk, a strategic pivot designed to invigorate not only her own career, but also the collective aspirations of a team on the rise. In a recent no-holds-barred interview, Colson laid bare the rationale behind her transition. With a blend of candor and humor that had become her trademark, she dismissed any notion that her move was driven by mundane reasons like chasing the pastoral idyll of cornfields or any secret mission cloaked in theatrics. Instead, she explained that her choice was fueled by a burning desire for a new challenge, a desire to be part of an emerging narrative that promised chaos, grit, and the kind of underdog magic that captivates fans and reshapes legacies. Her remarks, delivered with the energy and wit of an over-enthusiastic sports analyst who also holds a degree in comedy, were a masterclass in setting expectations. Colson's transition wasn't merely a change of scenery. It was a declaration that she was ready to help build a team from the ground up, a team that had the potential to terrorize opponents come playoff time. "This isn't your run-of-the-mill signing," she explained. "It's about embracing the chaos, the challenge, and the opportunity to redefine what winning looks like." To fully appreciate the significance of Colson's move, one must look at the evolution of the Indiana Fever over the past season.
Colson got to rubbing her hands together like Birdman to tell it all, dog. And that's exactly what she did in a recent...
Early on, the Fever appeared as a team that had simply been content to be invited to the party. A squad that at times stumbled through its performances, often tripping over its own feet, or, as some critics might say, spilling its drinks in a moment of defensive disarray. It was a side of the team that few expected would evolve into something formidable. Yet, as the season progressed, something remarkable happened. The Fever underwent a metamorphosis that saw them shed their earlier reputation. Game by game, they honed their craft, polished their defense, and developed an identity that was as much about tenacity as it was about talent. By the second half of the season, the transformation was undeniable. No longer the team everyone wrote off as an afterthought, they had become a unit that could at times seem almost unstoppable. A squad that had moved beyond the realm of, oh, bless their hearts, into that of, are they really that good?
Interview. Now, we know Sydney Colson came over to the Fever from the Las Vegas Aces. Now,
according to her, that comeback wasn't a
Colson's signing is emblematic of a broader shift in the team's approach. Gone are the days when the Fever were content with being a should-win game on an opponent's schedule. Instead, they have adopted a mentality that is unapologetically aggressive, a mindset that signals to every competitor, we are here to win and we're not afraid to disrupt the status quo. It is a philosophy that extends beyond tactics and plays. It is a cultural overhaul that permeates every facet of the organization. The irony is palpable. While some teams hoarded talent in an effort to maintain an unassailable dynasty, the Fever were busy reconstructing their core, inviting change, and embracing the uncertainties that come with the pursuit of greatness. In doing so, they not only attracted a player like Colson, but also redefined what it means to be a team in transition. Her arrival isn't merely about adding another skill set. It's about injecting a dose of fearlessness, a spirit of rebellion, and a commitment to turning setbacks into setups for a spectacular comeback. No discussion of the Fever's transformation would be complete without highlighting the intriguing dynamic between Sydney Colson and the league's rising phenom, Caitlin Clark. In a sport where individual brilliance often steals the spotlight, it is refreshing to see an emphasis on collaboration and shared success. While Clark continues to dazzle fans with her scoring ability and flair for the dramatic, she is also acutely aware of the importance of surrounding herself with experienced players who can offer guidance when the going gets tough. Colson's role, as she sees it, is clear: to be the steady hand that supports Clark's explosive talent. In an environment where the pressure to perform is relentless and every game is a high-stakes battle, having a trusted veteran in your corner can make all the difference. I'm here to be the backup, not just in name, but in every sense of the word, Colson stated with a mix of determination and humor.
Much easier transition now they have a year under their belts together, which would be scary. I'll be interested to be up close and personal with Caitlin and see what it's like day to day. And yeah, like that's the thing where
her commitment to ensuring that Clark is never left to fend for herself is a testament to her belief in the power of teamwork and the collective pursuit of excellence. This partnership is more than a simple arrangement of roles. It's a carefully orchestrated strategy designed to elevate the entire team. With Colson's defensive acumen and leadership, Clark can focus on what she does best, lighting up the scoreboard and making those impossible plays look routine. The result is a synergy that has the potential to redefine expectations and set new standards in the league. Together, they form a duo that is as balanced as it is explosive, a combination that promises to be a nightmare for opposing teams. One of the most intriguing aspects of Sydney Colson's move is the way it underscores the importance of veteran leadership in modern sports. In a league that is constantly evolving and where the line between individual brilliance and collective success is increasingly blurred, the role of experienced players has never been more critical. Colson is not just a player with a decorated resume. She is a mentor, a strategist, and a catalyst for change. Her career, marked by multiple championship runs and moments of clutch performance, stands as a blueprint for what it means to succeed at the highest level. For the Indiana Fever, her presence represents a turning point, a moment when the team's identity shifted from one of hopeful potential to one of determined ambition.
this team goes, realistically, this team goes where Caitlin goes. Like, I think everyone kind of knows that, where it's like, even last year with
the coaching staff and the front office recognized that in order to compete with the best, the team needed to embrace a new ethos. No longer would they settle for incremental improvements. They were ready to demand excellence from every player, every practice, and every game. This cultural shift is evident not just in the way the team plays, but also in how it carries itself off the court. Gone is the casual, laid-back attitude that sometimes defined their early season. In its place is a new spirit, one characterized by focus, intensity, and an unwavering commitment to turning potential into performance. Sydney Colson, with her infectious enthusiasm and no-nonsense approach, is the perfect embodiment of this new direction. Her influence extends far beyond her minutes on the floor.
That she had, so her, Kelsey, and Aaliyah Boston, they had something special the second half of the season, and I just look at them as a young
She is a living reminder that greatness is forged in the crucible of hard work, sacrifice, and a refusal to be complacent. Of course, no major move in professional sports goes unnoticed by the fans, and in today's digital age, social media serves as the megaphone for every triumph and every controversy. When news broke that Sydney Colson was joining the Indiana Fever, the reaction was immediate and explosive. Fans of her former team were left reeling.